Hello and welcome back to Dream Daddy on PlayFrame.
Whom will we date?
Whom indeed?
There's not like a message thing that popped up, so I was right this time. We're dating.
We're dating. You got it right.
Yay.
Good job.
So, okay. So we are going in ascending order of
Dad
eligibility
favorites?
or
Not eligibility.
preference, I guess. Preference. Okay.
Yeah.
They're all ever so eligible except for, actually we are technically going in ascending order of eligibility. Joseph is not, by most standards, eligible.
Also true. But yeah.
But yeah. Okay, so who next are we voting off the Dad Island?
So I hope this isn't too upsetting. I hope none of this is too upsetting for folks. But it's gonna have to be Hugo.
Hugo.
Yeah.
Tough break, buddy.
I'm
not gonna lie, it's your kid's fault.
Mostly, but also
I do
Hugo's
like him.
a bit intense for me.
He is a little intense, actually. He's got some intensity in there.
He's intense into some very intellectually rigorous stuff, and it's kind of intimidating.
You know what I like about this game is that, like, we may have a somewhat easy choice of who we don't want to, like, do all the dates with, who we don't want to end up with, but there's none of the dads in this cast. Like, I don't hate any of them. I think they're all great. They're all really appealing and entertaining characters. And I like them all. So I like that. That's very cool.
I like that there is a surprising amount of difference between them.
And that too.
And that people get really strong attachments to certain characters.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Like, I like all of them. And there are some of them who do speak to me and just, like, feel like a more right fit.
Right.
Yeah, I like it. Anyway.
Some of them just speak to me and feel like more of a right... Whoop. No, it got away from me. Fit. No. Stop going to Damien.
Your heart has taken over.
My heart is solidly up here.
Yeah.
But, second date, there's always a chance that one of these lovely dads will change my mind.
That's true. A wild card.
It's
all right,
true.
Hugo, let's have a date.
Let's have a date. Hugo Vega.
Medicine is not always the best medicine. Now, hang on.
No, that's probably fair. You don't need a medicinal cure for every single thing that is wrong in your life.
I suppose so. That one could be easily misapplied in a lot of situations,
Yes,
I guess, is all I'm saying.
Yes, it could.
Vaccinate your kids, please.
Please.
Anyway.
Herd immunity is a thing. I should take Hugo up on his offer to hang out. I had a lot of fun with him at the aquarium. I type out a message to him on Dadbook. Hey, still want a cheese board? Hugo responds within a few minutes, which is bizarre because
Desperately.
he shouldn't be texting at school, but maybe it's a Saturday.
He's hiding his phone behind his book.
Right?
Colin's still being a humongous shithead. He won't stop sending the same picture of Jackie Chan in a mesh shirt to the printer. And it's a nice picture, but it's wasting all my paper. Sorry, meant that for another teacher. But seriously, he is insufferable. There's pictures of Jackie Chan everywhere.
It's amazing. I type back. Save a couple for me. My Jackie Chan scrapbook is a little bit light on content, and I think this would really round it out.
Ha! Let me get back to you after class ends.
See, he's texting in the middle of school.
I guess it's
he
true.
He is a teacher, setting a terrible example for children.
Maybe they're taking a quiz.
He's still texting during school hours. It's still a horrible example.
I guess.
I stand up from the computer and stretch. Well, I guess there's only one thing to do now. Is it coffee? Oh, a close second. Dad nap. I hop on the couch and turn on some Antiques Road Warrior for background noise. Oh my goodness.
That's a good title.
I got this one ornate cabinet from a yard sale for $5 in 1982. To be told that it once belonged to a Confederate general is a huge surprise. This will feed my tribe for weeks. Okay. I really like the way the appraiser's voice echoes through the mouthpiece of his leather armor / bondage gear. Maybe this is that ASMR thing Amanda keeps telling me about. I drift off to sleep. It's not ASMR. Oh my gosh.
Hey, sorry about that. Colin's in the principal's office now. He says he knows Jackie Chan personally and that Jackie won't be happy to hear about this.
I'm jolted awake by a dad book message from Hugo. I guess I could have read that first, but...
I get off work in a little while, and I continue to be very serious about cheese boards.
I fumble out a reply. Yes, so am I. Hugo and I work out the details, and I'm all set to meet him in a few hours. Amanda walks in the door just as I'm about to leave. What's up, Buttercup?
Just getting home from school? Where are you going?
Oh, I have a meeting with the board.
The board?
A cheese board is what I meant. I'm getting cheese with your teacher. Will you be able to fend for yourself until dinner time?
Yeah, I'll live. But only if you can talk him into going easy on me for the final.
Sorry, buddy. That ball's in your court. I'm not dating your teacher to get you good grades. What's in my court, you ask? Just a variety of delicious cheeses, meats, and their accompanying crackers. Maybe some olives, a little bit of fig jam.
Yes, I get it. You're excited about the cheese.
Sweetie, you'll get it one day. But now I gotta go see a man about some manchego. I don't know cheese names as well as I should.
Me neither. Please leave.
I walk into a quaint French diner, and Hugo waves me down to a booth in the corner. He looks pretty tired. Long day?
Every day is a long day when you teach middle schoolers.
Oh.
Colin started a gambling ring. The pictures of Jackie Chan were just a cover. He's bartering in those little rubber band bracelets that are also shapes.
Oh my gosh. Is that the one that parents think means sex stuff? Wait, I never heard that. Those rubber band things are definitely a trend that happened like 5 years ago amongst elementary school kids.
Those ones, yeah, but the reports are just the sensationalist news media capitalizing on the fears of suburban parents, as usual. At least, I hope.
Yikes.
Oh.
Right now, I'm very ready for some fine wine and some delicious cheese.
A waitress stops by and takes our order for the biggest cheese plate you have. For the love of God, just please put the cheese in my mouth. And recommends us some wine. Do you two want a scorecard for trivia?
That surprised me and I like it.
There's trivia? Yep, we're starting in a few minutes. Pretty much everyone here is playing. I'm so sorry. This is not a good accent.
Please don't be sorry. This is great. Even better in a quaint little French diner that I wish existed somewhere near us, because now like cheese and meats and wine sounds super good. Like I just ate and I'm hungry again.
I was gonna say, are you hungry?
Ah.
We'd love to play. Right, Liam?
Yeah, sure. The waitress hands us a scorecard and a few pencils before leaving. I might not be much help here. I'm not very good at being smart, I guess.
Come on, I doubt it'll be too hard. Liam!
I turn to see
Whoa.
a bunch of cool people!
Look at all the people!
I turn to see Matt and Brian here with their daughters, looking like they're ready for trivia. They come up to our table to greet us. Look at those two dads with their two daughters.
Look at them.
I've forgotten Hugo is even in frame.
Poor Hugo.
I'm sorry. I'm such a jerk. Hey guys, you all here for the old question and answers game?
Hey.
Yep, we come here every week. But Brian and Daisy carry the team. Carmencita and I are just here for the cheese. Provolone 2 Lost in New York have been reigning champions for the last 2 months. That's really good.
Man, Brian's great at trivia too? That raises the stakes. Great name though.
Incredible name though.
Right? Solid team name.
That's Carmencita's claim to fame.
Ah,
It hurts me how good I am at puns.
you're amazing, child. Never change.
Like father, like daughter.
Hey.
You guys gonna try to give us a run for our money?
Hey.
Ooh.
We'll see what we can do. We're just here for the cheese too, or we'll see what we can do to not hurt your feelings too bad, or I will destroy you.
Let's be honest.
Well, let's see. How much is Hugo into this? I think Hugo's into this, but not in a I will destroy you sense. Maybe in a sort of a...
Not even in a hurt your feelings sort of sense. I think he's just kind of going along
that
with
seems
it.
sporting, though. Hey, we'll try to not hurt your feelings too bad, sort of thing.
That sounds sporting to you?
I
That
guess a
sounds
little
like
bit.
it's engineered
Ow,
to...
Quinny, you bit my foot.
Your cat is too weird.
She's been on my lap for the last 15 minutes, but it was getting a bit warm, so I put her down, and now she's upset about it and attacked my foot.
She's got both of her front paws, like, holding onto his foot, and she's just glaring at him. It's pretty great.
She holds a grudge. Anyway, let's go. We can go for just the cheese.
Okay. I feel like we did not come here knowing there was trivia.
I guess that's
We
true.
came here for the cheese.
We were here pretty intensely for the cheese.
Yeah. Listen, trivia is great, but we all know the real trivia championships are the cheeses that we ate along the way.
I don't know if that's how that phrase works, but I understand, and I appreciate the sentiment.
Ah.
We'll have to think of a good team name, but I think this will be fun. Good luck.
Brian, Matt, and their daughters head back to their table. Well, I guess we need a name.
Oh.
Got any good ideas? Easy, breezy, beautiful. Havarti like it's 1999. Real Munsters. Is it Munsters?
Munster.
Munster?
Yeah,
Okay.
Munsters.
And Craigslist Swiss connections. These are all very good.
I think I like Real Munsters best.
That's very good. Let's go with it.
Yeah.
Real Munsters? That'll do just nicely.
The waitress comes by with our cheese board, and we revel in its glory. Already I can see a piece of cheddar with my name on it. I pair it with some strawberry preserves and slide into a dairy-induced ecstasy. There's such a fine variety of cheese and charcuterie that I'm positively overwhelmed. A quick dip in the seasoned nuts? A slice of savory yet salty Gouda? Or perhaps I can't say that word.
Focaccia? I want to say focaccia, but I would assume that would mean there were two C's at the end instead of just the one.
I know what bread this is. I just don't know how to pronounce it.
I don't either. We've failed at cheese.
That's bread. That's not
See
cheese.
what I mean?
You're failing very bad at cheese. Focaccia?
Sure.
Crisp?
That's what it's going to be today. That's
Sure.
how you say that word.
That's how we say that word. Topped with honey and goat cheese? I'm so happy. Hugo raises his glass at me.
Yes.
Cheers to cheese. Hey.
A middle-aged man in a backwards baseball cap, sunglasses, and cargo shorts jogs out of the back with the frenetic energy of a radio DJ.
Everybody ready for some trivia?
Oh my goodness. The restaurant cheers. Oh man, looks like everybody's really into this.
That's what I like to hear. For those of you who do not know me, I'm Quizmaster Quinn. My actual name's Richard. I just like alliteration.
More cheers.
I see some of you brought your children here tonight. That's cool. My children won't speak to me.
Oh, buddy.
Haha, I'm just joking around. Classic Quizmaster Quinn humor. It's actually my wife that won't speak to me. She doesn't want kids. Let's get into some questions.
Well.
The first category is literature.
Aw, dang. Hugo's got this on lock.
Yep. Excellent.
I am so
You know who loved literature? My dead father. I looked up to him so much.
Quizmaster Quinn. My goodness.
More jokes. Classic Quizmaster quips.
I don't
Just
think
try to keep it light here, folks. Just like I thought my wife was the light of my life.
I don't think he knows what jokes or keeping it light are.
Nope.
Hugo, you got this literature stuff, right?
Ah.
Does Franz Kafka have an irrational fear of one day waking up as a large, grotesque insect-like creature?
He does. I know that reference. Yes?
This is the continent that encompasses the realms of Gondor, Rohan, Mordor, and Lothlorien.
Middle Earth.
Other notable sites include Isengard, the Mirkwood, and Rivendell. What is the Elvish
Oh.
name for this continent?
Shoot, I don't know the Elvish name.
You thought you had it. Endor, Hoth,
Arendelle.
Arenal,
Arendelle.
No.
Nope. It's not
Nope.
Arendelle. That's something else.
That's from Frozen.
Ah, dang it.
And Lemuria.
It's one of these two.
It's definitely not Hoth or Endor.
Yes, I recognize Hoth and Endor.
I'm guessing 3. I don't know.
Arenell? Yeah.
Or Ironall. I don't know.
That does look more like an Elvish word.
Right?
Yeah. So,
Well-
fun fact that probably everybody knows by now, but when Tolkien wrote, when he created the Elvish language, it was based off of Welsh.
Oh,
And Lemuria does not look like it's got any roots in Welsh. So, but I might be wrong.
when I see Welsh words and names and stuff written out, I can't find common roots with literally any other language. So, and those are like, Welsh is one of the, like,
One of your,
it's like, if I am most of anything in that whole European range, it's kind of like that Welsh Scottish realm. So,
yeah, you did not inherit genetically an ability to read or pronounce Welsh words.
then what good is it?
I don't know.
Lovely sounding language, though.
Oops. Oh no, it skipped over.
Oh no, I'm guessing we're entering all of our answers now, and we'll find out how we did.
Oh,
Who was the writer that created Tarzan and John Carter of Mars?
Edgar Rice Burroughs.
I think so.
I know so. He was one of my
William
grandmother's
A.
favorite
Alcott.
authors.
Oh, Edgar Rice Burroughs, Nathaniel Hawthorne, no, or E.E. Docksmith. That one I don't even know.
Correct.
Edmond Dantes is better known as this man, Count of Monte Cristo.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yes.
You
Correct.
read that in high school for like a special credit thing, right?
The first 5 pages, and then I watched the movie.
And read the Cliff's Notes.
Yep.
The quizmaster walks around the room. I think he's doing crowd work. He stops by mine and Hugo's table,
I am excited for this crowd work.
right?
Whoa, nice cheese plate you got there.
Thank you?
How's that cheese tasting, big guy?
Good?
Ah, great. Cheese used to be my favorite food, but I developed a lactose intolerance later in life.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I also developed clinical depression.
Oh,
But people don't tell you to just get over your lactose intolerance, right? Nobody's like, have you tried exercising to get rid of your debilitating dairy allergy? Or you just need to choose to not let your throat close up when you eat brie. Fair point.
exercise can legitimately help with depression, but it is not necessarily a replacement for therapy and medical help.
Indeed. Anything? Does that scan? I'm trying to workshop my routine here.
Friendo. Quizmaster. Ugh. Quizmaster Quinn wanders off to another table. His work is.
Who
oh,
wants to
goodness.
start the next round?
More cheers from the audience.
The next round is cinema. Oh man, I love movies. Sometimes I'll retreat into them for days on end because obsessing over a fictional universe is easier than engaging with my real emotions and problems. Frodo Baggins, am I right?
Is he okay?
Oh.
I think it's just his character. I hope.
How's your cinema?
Hey.
Spotty. I don't know a lot about movies, but if there are any questions about bad horror movies, I can be of service.
Wow. That's an interesting one.
It's a bit of a guilty pleasure. In Return of the Jedi, what does Luke ask Leia if she remembers? Their mother, I believe.
Okay.
Of all things, I really should know this, and I'll be very ashamed if I don't remember it.
Fair.
Correct.
What entertainer makes a fourth wall breaking appearance in the film Gremlins 2? Oh dear. This I don't know. Charlie Sheen, Hulk Hogan, Emilio Estevez, or Boy George?
I don't know.
I have no idea, and I'm not going to look it up because I care about trivia.
I don't think it's Charlie Sheen.
I'd be really surprised if it's Hulk Hogan.
I mean, Gremlins 2 would have been the 80s.
Yeah, that's true. Boy George and Charlie Sheen, and I mean, all of them would have been some level of known and popular around then.
I guess I know of Charlie Sheen from his later stuff in the 2000s and his, like, isn't he the one who kind of went bonkers and...
A little bit.
Yeah. Not that... Yeah.
Some of these folks were much more appealing in previous years. Let's just say that. I have no idea.
I'm gonna go with Emilio Estevez. It's probably wrong.
What's he up to these days?
Correct.
Which of these 80s horror movies does not feature an Indian burial ground as part of its setting?
Does not feature.
The Shining. I think that one does. I haven't seen it, but I think I should.
These two do.
Okay.
Wait,
And I think
Poltergeist,
The
I think,
Shining does.
Let's go with Within the Woods.
We'll see.
I think Poltergeist does, but I'm not positive.
No.
Seems like we're doing pretty well, but we're neck and neck.
Oh. Seems like we're doing pretty well, but we're neck and neck with Brian and Matt's team. Those guys are pros. I look over at their table and give them a friendly but competitive nod. I lock eyes with Brian. He gets a much sterner nod.
And the next category is wrestling.
Oh boy. So when we played this, we were not yet
We've developed...
initiated into the world of wrestling.
Yeah, like we've since like had it click. Well, we've since come to understand what the appeal of wrestling
We've
is.
since
and
started watching Sidewalk Slam.
yeah, it is in large part thanks to the Loading Ready Run folks and their
Well-
sidewalks, specifically Graham and Adam
Adam.
and their Sidewalk Slam show, which has gotten us into it.
Yeah,
So now we're not totally boned, Liam.
indeed. Hugo grabs my arm.
Yes.
Wait, I've got this.
Oh my goodness. Of course.
Of course.
Huh?
Man, you know who I would want to wrestle with? Literally anyone. I crave human interaction. Please, put me in a chokehold.
Quizmaster Quinn, you worry me.
Please, it has been so long since I've been held.
I'm just so tired.
I can only process my emotions by making jokes out of them.
You're not making jokes. You're just saying really sad things.
Bang, bang.
Let's start the quiz. Remember that this is the lightning round. The first people to answer get the points.
Okay, so for real though, this is probably going to go deep lore, and we don't know a lot of that.
Probably so, but I also have a feeling Hugo is going to know all the answers immediately.
That'll be great. I look over to Hugo. He's focused. He's in it to win it.
Question 1. This was the original name of Stone Cold Steve Austin in his debut for the WWE. I got no idea.
No, I've heard this before. Hugo's hand shoots up.
Yes, the enthusiastic one over there.
Dang it.
Steve
Okay.
Austin debuted as the Ringmaster.
I didn't know this one.
I didn't either. That is correct. Points to Real Monsters. Next question. This city was the location of the first ever WrestleMania. Shoot. I should know that, but I don't.
We've watched it.
We have.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Dang
It
it.
might be Madison Square Garden in New York, but that might also be like the second or third one. I don't know.
Yeah. Hugo's hand shoots up again.
Yes, the one who looks like he has known the answer for his entire life. The first WrestleMania was held in New York, New York at Madison Square Garden in 1985. Boom!
Good job.
I knew a thing.
You did. Well done.
Correct.
Another correct answer for Real Monsters.
Munsters. It's a cheese.
But also a monster.
Also a Munster. Hugo's destroying these questions. He's so passionate about this. I've never seen him act like this before. It's honestly kind of hot. Speak for yourself, Liam.
Ooh, a tough one. This title match went down in history as the shortest match at WrestleMania to date. That I don't know. I haven't watched all of them.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them. They're long.
Hugo jumps up, more excited than I've ever seen him.
Yes.
Chavo versus Kane.
Aha.
Incorrect.
Ooh, sorry, Bucko, but that is incorrect. The answer is actually Daniel Bryan versus Sheamus at
dang.
WrestleMania 28.
I would
I'm
watch
not
that.
angry.
No,
I'm just
that's absolutely
disappointed.
wrong. The real record is Chavo Guerrero versus Kane, WrestleMania 24, March 30th, 2008. Kane took down Chavo with one chokeslam and pinned him for the 3 count. I will not stand for this travesty.
5 points.
Hey man, I'm just reading from the card here. I don't actually write these. Well, you're still wrong. What are you, my ex-wife?
The crowd erupts in laughter. Hugo blushes. He retreats back to his chair.
Ah,
Fine.
Wow, Hugo seems really fired up about that. Where did he get this encyclopedic knowledge of wrestling? How do you know so much about wrestling? Obviously, he's a fan.
I don't know.
Oh, you just pick stuff up.
That sounded suspect, but it seems like he doesn't want to talk about it. I turn my attention back to the quizmaster.
Oh,
All right. Looks like we're down to the final category, and it's a close one between Provolone 2, Lost in New York,
Brian and Matt high five.
and Real Monsters.
Yes. Hugo and I high five. We look over to Brian and Matt, Carmencita and Daisy, all playfully giving us a thumbs down and sticking their tongues out. I eat a big chunk of cheddar without breaking eye contact to show them just how serious I am.
And hungry.
We're hungry for the W.
The final category is Cool Animals. Animals, huh? Never could take care of another living thing. Hell, I could barely take care of myself. I'm falling apart. Anyway, here's the questions. The Canary Islands were named after what kind of animal?
Burb? Birds?
I assume birds, but
Wrong.
Ah, shoot.
what is the last animal that appears in the dictionary?
Sonky.
Sulky. I assume 3, but I don't know.
No, I don't think.
I mean, they specify.
An American type of weevil. I think that's to throw us off. I know zebu is a real animal because The Simpsons, and it comes alphabetically after zebra.
Thank you, Simpsons.
Thank you, Lisa from The Simpsons. Zebu.
Wrongo.
What mammal has the thickest concentration of fur in nature? Canadian beaver, the duckbill platypus, the polar bear, or the otter? So I'd assume polar bear for warmth, but it might be like otter for their ability to like float and stuff.
I think it's otter because the polar bear has a larger body mass and is therefore better at retaining heat.
Oh, yeah.
So the otter with a what is it? The surface, the ratio between surface area and mass
Right.
means that otters would lose heat more quickly.
That sounded like science. I believe you.
Yeah, I'm good at sounding like science. I don't know science.
Correctamundo.
All right. I'm just going to come around and collect your scorecards and we'll see who came out on top.
I really want to know each of the individual answers, not
too.
just who won.
Remember, the winning team gets a $25 gift card to Phil's Auto Care. If you need a car part, Phil's will fulfill all your needs.
Everyone oohs and ahs. Oh, I want that gift card. The quizmaster goes back. Whoa. The quizmaster goes in the back to tally up the score. I pick at what's left of our cheese plate. There's a bit of brie here that tastes absolutely divine on a cracker with a little bit of honey and dried apricot.
ah,
So, sorry for all the car noise, everyone. Like, Dominic, the car, has been outside with a friend, apparently. And just driving in circles, I guess, because they've been, like, revving a whole ton, but they're not getting any further away. So
It's so frustrating.
it's just nonstop. So, hello, Dominic. Welcome to the show.
Get out of our neighborhood, please.
Just our favorite and most frequent guest star.
Right.
Anyway. So, what are your plans after our big win?
I'll probably retire. Take Amanda somewhere tropical. Drink something out of a coconut. Always wanted to do that. What about you?
Probably take my winnings to Colin's gambling ring, bet it all on black, walk out of there with more rubber bands in the shapes of animals than I know what to do with.
Bold. But I like your style.
ah.
You want the last piece of Havarti?
Nah, that's all you. You definitely earned it. After a couple of minutes, the quizmaster jogs back into the room. Everyone immediately quiets down, waiting with bated breath for the results. Who will win the coveted gift card? I really hope it's us.
Hey, everybody! We've had a great night. Lots of goofs, lots of laughs, a little bit of light crying in the back, but that's neither here nor there. It was a close game, but the winner of tonight's trivia contest is...
Literally crossing my fingers.
Provolone 2, Lost in New York. Come on down, get your gift card for Phil's Auto Care, where phenomenal service is. Yeah, I can't do this anymore. Please take the gift card.
Brian and Matt run up to grab the coupon and bow to the roaring applause of the crowd. I do my best to convey to Hugo a sense of appreciation for his hard work at trivia, with only eyebrow raises and a shoulder shrug.
Hey.
We'll get them next time, Liam.
They haven't heard the last of Real Monsters.
Well, the Quizmaster's voice is just really wearing mine out.
I think we're done with him for now.
Hooray.
But yeah, that is a pretty intense, high energy, like constrained voice.
Yeah, I didn't think that through very well.
I mean, it fits his character perfectly. You're doing a great job, but...
Thank you, water.
Yeah. Hugo and I walk back towards our cul-de-sac, full of cheese and a sense of defeat.
Been there.
Right? Brian's good, but I saw some tactical weaknesses there, which I think we can exploit for the next trivia night.
He seemed weak on literature. I think if we can establish ourselves early on, it would hurt team morale. Maybe it would get them more focused on the cheese than winning.
You're right. Next time we'll be prepared. Shame about that one wrestling question, though.
I'm not kidding. I plan to write a strongly worded letter to whoever employed that man.
Come on, there's got to be a story there.
What do you mean?
You didn't even stop to think. You pulled that wrestling knowledge out like you were there in the ring yourself.
I don't know.
Oh, it's just stuff I know. Ask again.
Yeah, might as well. Hugo, I figured you'd be better at lying after dealing with every kid in school for as long as you have.
It's embarrassing. Ask again.
You know what's actually embarrassing? Not being able to explain basic algebra to your daughter. You know what's definitely not embarrassing? Knowing stuff about wrestling. Hugo sighs.
Oh.
All right. If you really want to know, just follow me.
Is he part of an underground wrestling, what's the word? Promotion or something?
I don't think so, but that would be very, very funny. If, like, he took his hair bun down and suddenly he just looked like super hardcore.
He takes his hair bun down and his hair is greasy. Like, looks like it's been soaked in oil. Hugo leads me to his house at the edge of the cul-de-sac. We step inside and his house is exactly what I had expected it to be. Neat and filled top to bottom with books and art.
Oh.
Welcome to my home. Sorry it's so messy.
His house is actually spotless. I follow him down a hall. What are we doing? Hugo opens the door and ushers me inside. It's pitch black. He closes the door behind us. Hugo flips a switch and I finally understand.
Aw.
Oh my goodness.
Look at him.
Look at all
He's
that.
a super fan.
Curio cabinets packed with in-box wrestling action figures line the walls, along with posters, cardboard cutouts, and every piece of wrestling memorabilia imaginable. A giant widescreen TV sits on a decked-out media stand. I'm speechless. I look over at Hugo, who's hovering by the door, doing everything to avoid eye contact.
This is really embarrassing. Oh, it's the coolest thing I've ever seen. Wow, or not a lot of people have seen this, huh?
I think we can go with this is the coolest thing I've ever seen.
I think it is very cool. Like
It is not literally the coolest thing I have ever seen.
Of course not, but like he is way into it.
This is the kind of enthusiasm I want to bring, though.
Yeah,
Because
and
this is super cool.
And it's the thing that's most likable about him is just how much he cares about these things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And really, wrestling is just storytelling and
anyone who
punching people.
Anyone
No.
who gets super, like, super way into a fandom thing like this to where they've got like a whole little room dedicated to like collections and stuff like that. I think that's pretty cool and neat. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Are you kidding? Look at all this stuff. This must have taken you forever to collect. Can I touch this?
Go ahead.
I pick up one of his replica championship belts and toss it over my shoulder. Do you smell what I am cooking?
Close enough.
Hmm?
I think the line is
It's meatballs. Sorry, I don't watch a lot of wrestling. I just think it's cool how passionate you are about this.
Hey.
oh. Yeah, I really, really like wrestling.
He's blushing so hard right now.
Hugo, you bought the wrong kind of pizza rolls again.
Looks like Ernest just got home. He's yelling from the hallway. I can see Hugo immediately deflate.
Oh.
I told you those pizza rolls have less sodium. I just want you to be healthy, son.
Ernest comes into Hugo's wrestling room and looks around with disgust. He notices me and scoffs.
I thought nobody was allowed in your precious wrestling room. I never said that. I just said you're not allowed to take the action figures out of their boxes and pose them so that they're having sex with each other.
Ernest gets flustered.
Yeah, well, whatever. I'm gonna go throw eggs at stuff. Have fun with your stupid wrestling crap.
Ernest leaves and we all cheer. Ernest leaves, then a moment later pops his head back into the room.
And your stupid friend.
Ernest storms back out of the room. I hear a door slam. Hugo wearily runs his hand through his hair.
Sorry about him, and sorry that I have to keep apologizing about him. He's just going through a phase, I guess. I try so hard to impress him, but it's obvious that no matter what I do, he hates me. Ernest has a thing against authority figures, and you don't get much more authoritative than a teacher dad. My ex, he gets to be the fun weekend dad, and I'm just Hugo who makes Ernest eat his vegetables and turn his homework in on time.
Hey, you love him, and you're looking out for his best interests. Take it from one dad to another. Someday he'll come to appreciate you. Maybe not someday soon, but someday.
I hope so.
Oh.
Thanks for letting me vent.
Hugo glances at his watch. I think it's an interesting thing that, we tell parents that all of the trouble they go through with their kids will one day be reciprocated or rewarded by their children's love, and it's not
always
it's not
true.
Always true.
I think it is more likely
it is more often the
on
case.
average that kids are not going to appreciate some of what you're doing as a parent, and later they will come to appreciate that stuff more or to understand it more.
Yeah, but to a certain extent, you kind of have to be thankful for what you get with them, because you don't always get that reconnection later.
Oh, sure.
Oh.
Suppose it's getting kind of late. Let's do trivia again sometime soon.
I would absolutely love to. I start to leave. And hey, thanks for showing me your wrestling stuff. Maybe you can tell me some more about it next time. Hugo smiles.
Hey.
That would be amazing. I'll catch you around.
It only takes me a minute to walk back home. Amanda's sitting on the couch reading a book about female photographers. Cool. Wow, I thought you didn't like reading.
I don't. This book's all pictures.
Dad.
And even then, my patience is being tried.
Ugh.
Did you get to eat all the cheese your little heart desired?
I am a happy little cheese monster. But I made sure to leave room for dinner. Who wants breakfast for dinner?
Hash browns!
Okay.
Toast dipped in egg.
All right.
Blueberry pancakes.
Well, only if you'll help me make them.
Yeah.
You know I'm the world's best blueberry sprinkler, and also totally amazing at heating up the maple syrup in the microwave. Now tell me all about that cheese board.
Amanda and I spend the evening cooking an elaborate breakfast with everything we can find inside the fridge. I tell her all about the trivia, but leave out the parts about Hugo being into wrestling. I figure she would probably find some nefarious way to use that information for a better grade. Our kid is smart.
Yeah. And it's good for us to be trustworthy.
Date complete.
With secrets.
Yes.
Lower cheese score than I'd have imagined.
Maybe that's because we
Looks
ate
like
all the
Paradise
cheese.
Lost just got found.
Nerd. Well, we did pretty good on that date, though.
Yeah,
A fine, final Hugo date for us to have gone on.
indeed.
Thank you all so very much for watching. And a special thanks to Dominic for joining us as today's special guest. Please, everyone, give Dominic a hand.
Yay.
Yay. So good to have you once again. Car. So, anyway, y'all have yourselves a good week. And we'll be back with more Dream Daddy later for more dates with more dads.
Yes.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.